Okay, so I'm just gonna do another quick tutorial regarding Excel stuff because like when you're dealing with population, like big population data, and you're looking at like a Greater Sydney region, um, you have to understand that all the suburbs have different populations, and if you're looking at a particular characteristic of people within a suburb to see, you know, how much of a suburb represents that certain characteristic. Say, for example, I wanted to look at, like people aged between 65 and 74 that need assistance. And I wanted to look at every single suburb to see, which suburbs have more people that need assistance in that age bracket than others. Um, you can't just grab like all the data relating to people within each suburb that need assistance between that age. You need to get it as a percentage because, if example, suburb A, let's do this. Suburb A has 20 people, old people that need assistance, and suburb B has 200 people, old people that need assistance. Okay, so like looking at that raw data, you see that suburb B obviously has more people that need old people between 64 and 70, 65 and 74 that need assistance than suburb A. But what if in reality suburb A has 40 people total aged between 65 and 74? That means that half of the elderly population needs assistance, whereas in suburb B, you've got something like, this is going to be exaggeration, but you know, this many old people, sorry, that need assistance. Sorry, I'm like sick. Old people that need assistance. So like to begin with, you thought that like B was the worst suburb for people, like in terms of people that need assistance to access to stuff. But in reality, it's A because half of the population needs the assistance, whereas this one, it's just a tiny percent of the population needs an assistance. You know what I mean? Of like the old population. So like sometimes in doing the statistics and stuff, you're gonna need to do percentage based analysis so that you can see that compared to A and B, A has 50% of its old population needing assistance, whereas this one it's like what 1% or whatever, like a much smaller percent. And then you can do proper bivariate and multivariate correlations between the two suburbs. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So go back to Oren, grab your data that you're looking at, and the particular ones you want. Sorry, I didn't do it in this case, but you need to press SA2 name first. I'll just redo it now then. So SA2 name, and then in your case you'd be doing all of them, but I'll just do my particular example. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. So you need the people that fit the characteristic that are in the age group or the kind of the group, and you need the total of that group. And so you add that, and then same thing as before. You will download it. Example 2. Okay. Oops. You will find it. Okay. That and that. So get rid of that. Um, get them in order. So we've got the 65, 74 need assistance, and we've got the total people that are aged between 65 and 74. So what you're going to do is make your simplified title. So you want to do PCNT percent 65, 74 need assist. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to equals bracket your initial out of your total. You need to close the bracket and then times by 100, and then close that bracket again and then times by 100 to make it a decimal. Oh, what have I done? Oh, this is embarrassing. Sorry, you need to divide by 100. My bad. So it's, we'll just start again. Equals that over full. Yeah, why am I so bad at this? Equals bracket that out of total, close bracket times 100, close bracket divide by 100. Okay, and then clean it up. So to shorten this out to be a bit better, we need to go to home, full screen it, and then you get this. You can adjust the amount of decimal places, so we'll just go off that 3. Then you want to bring them all down. Sometimes you're going to get like 0 and 0, so obviously you can't divide by 0. You can just kind of like write NA, or like write, so here you'd write, oh, I'll show you in a sec. That, okay. Let's just make sure, always check that like your calculations are done properly. So what I'm going to do is grab it all, and I'll data sort by D, or just the smallest. So we'll do four one one divided by 1251 equals, yeah, 32%. So that's 0.32 is 32% in its decimal form, so that's all right. And then we got to do the same. So with this, you just grab it all, Control C, right click, paste special, values, there we go. Then we can delete this, and we can drag this here, and we can change these all to N.A, 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 N.A. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, now you've got a more accurate representation of characteristics within suburbs rather than just having a base number. So I hope that helped if that's what you're looking at. And yeah, as always, message me if you need anything else.